Oh, oops. I accidentally didn't turn on the editing mode. You know, it's fine. We can just like ignore this in the VODs. Here we go. Everything's working now. There we go. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let me figure out how I'm going to do this. I think I'm gonna use my phone today for my thing. Not my wait. For my chat. I think that's gonna be easier than anything else. I need to get a second monitor working on here. Right. Oh, hello. That's quite rude. I suppose I exited in a weird spot. System configurations. I'm gonna put it on borderless windowed. And this is working all good. Great. Okay. Hello. Okay. Right. Okay, so I need to go back and yeah, let's continue with the main plot. That's pretty much what I want to do for now. Main plot. I can't really... I save most of the other stuff for off stream. I'll put Tomahawk there. I don't want the play guide. Why would you do that? I don't have chat up anymore, so I can't constantly be looking at chat to catch them anymore. How dare you? Realistic knock is I know it too well here to actually get fooled by it. Where's the plot again? Should be in here, right? Where are you? Okay. It's time for plot. I need to find some friends who are willing to play this game with me. Or find friends in this game. Ooh, what's that? Weapon coffer. Interesting, okay. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we might must needs be ready to fight for our cause, that you may take to the battle to the field as suitably prepared. I would have you meet with the goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Manamex Bubblypots. He's a scholar of no small repute. Manamex is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of mixing equipment to Erza. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Manamex and his students, it has now been disseminated to great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Manamex and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Manamex is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for the pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. I didn't, mess myself up there, did I? Okay, good. Cool. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I can't teleport. Okay. I don't understand the point of this little area. Is there anything over here? Hello. There's people over here. Yes. I think since I last streamed Final Fantasy XIV, I think it's been a while actually, I've changed my outfit a bit. I'd like to share that. So this is my current outfit right now. I discovered the, glamour feature, which lets me have good armor and good looking armor. So, you know. Ooh. Am I attuned to this one? No. Okay, let's go. Okay. Up. Oh, what do you unlock? Are you just a love mate, or do you unlock something interesting? What would you say if I told you inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use to come hold spiritual energy, thus we form a spirit bond with them. The spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I'm well versed in the way of materia extraction if you should know more about the process of the pipe. Ready to commence the learning? As you've gathered by now, materia is the crystallized form of one's spiritual energy. As this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast in the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. Practice this means you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Now, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped, you see, and this is achieved by melding it into gear. For now, that takes the deft hands of a craftsman to meld materia. You can only seek others to attach materia on your behalf, but if you would do it sooner yourself, I recommend you speak with Phobos, melding is her field of expertise. Cool. You can now extract materia from items. Materia is extracted from one place of gear can be affixed to another, improving its attributes. Interesting. Okay. Story, though. Who is the uplander to the tentering of Mudamek's biblipots? Cutscene? Fighty Tool drinks an airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes the... When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of Matera. If Matera join with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Psh, hush, skush. Mudamux is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilla. Yup. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mudamux with fastness. Minfilla wants Uplander to see the power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mudamux, yes? Here you go. Fighty Tool's and strong as eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. Materia Master. Now eyes of Uplander point at my Fighty Tool, yes? Materia will join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander take Fighty Tool to clear up. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It's created by drawing out the etheric constitutes from a piece of equipment and crystallizing it. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you, it has to be sufficient spirit-bound. Measure how fully an item has been imbued with an owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue it with the host item, with its power. That's how Materia Master Mudamix turned that dagger of yours, summon it would have struggled to cut steak with into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to joiner of materia. Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia now. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mudamix. Oh, I need to have a Disciple of the Hand here. Let me bring out my blacksmith stuff. Hello. I see you're a Disciple of the Hand like me. Mayhap you're interested in learning how to meld materia to gear? If so, it'd be my pleasure to teach you. Okay, I need to be level 19. Am I level 19 or higher in Armor Smith? Goldsmith. Armor. I am. There we go. Good. Now there's one thing to keep in mind when melding. Materia slots. Arms and armor each have certain numbers of these slots. And this determines how many pieces of materia they can host. Normally an item cannot host more pieces of materia than it has slots. However, as with most other things in life, there are certain exceptions. This sort of knowledge is for later down the road. As you become more experienced, you may want to broach the subject matter of Master Mudamix. Now off you go, happy melding. Here, fixed. Okay, cool. I don't know how much I'm gonna be using this mechanic. seems cool, but I'm not sure there's more. So Mel was here before. Okay. 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 How do I do that? Is there anything I can extract material out of? Meld. Okay. I don't know. I don't really want to do that right now. I'm just gonna trust that that's not a super important mechanic, and if it is, I'll get someone else to explain it to me because I don't feel like reading. Okay. Look at how pretty this game is. This is such a cool little set piece that I just like walk through a bunch. Like the other games look better. Like, I'm not gonna say that this game is the best looking game of all time, but like, look at this like set piece here. And you just walk through. Isn't that's so cool? And they just do this over the entire world. It's so much. Welcome back. I trust you've found your visit to the I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. What remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substances are not easily acquired. One only need to look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you're aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you an edge you need. Okay, maybe it is important. I don't know. Now it's time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me before we're ready to begin. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungus, the false priest. He recovered that he's due to meet with Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, so they mean to have the Ungus attend as planned. As the Amalja anticipate to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Frames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Artemis. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will soon join you will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be Skyen's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you've made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Cool. Okay. Maybe it's valuable. Let's see. Do I have anything that I could extract the mana from? Okay, sure. Level item also plays a role in who can or cannot enhance the gear, requiring higher level crafters. If you lack the ability to mend your materia to an item, you may enlist the aid of other players or speak with Materia Milder NPC. And other options, find a similar piece of armor with materia already attached to the markets. Okay. Cool. What am I wearing right now? Sure. I didn't, like, lose anything from that, did I? Like... Okay, so now if I... meld something into it. Okay. Okay, so can I meld this one? Okay, so now they're slightly more powerful. Cool. I don't know, I'm gonna hope that's not a super important feature. Okay. Oh, I'm back here. Okay. Okay, it's up. Or not, I guess. Okay, I was just like not. Okay, there we go. You're who I'm looking for. Ah, you're of the Scions? Or Scions? My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja, prize from them their whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man Ungust has been exposed. When they come to rendezvous point, meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Stop using so many big words. I can't read that fast. Every member must count, so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place in the Invisible City. Make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds. Let's make sure it does. Okie dokie. Okay, that's right here. Dun 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 dun. Okay, that's interesting. Level 24. Great. Hello. Bait is in place. Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Wow. What's the meaning of this? Something's amiss. Hee. Ha 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 ha. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame's crutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It's almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to make. They're all yours. Okay. It's loud. Is it too loud on stream? Oh? Cutscene? Put up your weapon or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Sleep spell? Oh no. Bring her. To the rest of you, march. Traitor scum. Guess I'm not on the map anymore. I guess before we continue, I just wanted to talk a little bit. So, I went to the Ren Fair today, which was very fun, the Renaissance Fair. I got a dagger. It's really cool. I think I posted pictures of it on the Discord. Um, yeah. Also, I have a new model. Whoa. I don't know how well it's being captured right now. Yeah. Let me zoom out a bit on it. How do I... There we go. Whoa, look at me. It's supposed to be more like steampunky. Oh. I forget how... Okay, there we go. That should look a little bit more normal. Why is there any wind? There we go. Ooh, there's the new outfit. Yeah, that's what I'm using to stream today. I currently have the blush constantly on because I have not brought it into Unity yet to turn off that. Okay, let's continue. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to the god as an offering. If I must die, let me die a shortest death, with steel in my heart. Oh. Okay. Go. Oh. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Whoa. Oh, this big guy. Almighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhood. If it please you, Lord, scratch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as bloody hells. Bring those two as well. What's going on? This isn't what we agreed. None but the servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the right of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. Spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as loyal minions, feed my flame with your faith, and all who stand against it shall burn. So I suppose we're fighting this guy. Almighty Ifrit, one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? By being the chosen one. Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that's the only explanation. Yeah, I'm the chosen one. Forsooth thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one, yet I smell not taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear, thou art the godless blessed numbers. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind, thine existence is not to be suffered. This guy's easy. There we go, he's down. I killed a god. I'll take that. Oh. Okay. Jeez, I only got 2 of 6 so far? Jeez. I've been playing this game for like months now. Oh, this is a huge game. What is it, like 6 full-length games in this? I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja's zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. Whew. Top-tier voice acting, by the way, by me. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I never would have left you to face it alone. You've been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let's continue this conversation more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say. This way, sir. Just killed a god, feeling good. So that was the mighty Ifrit. What a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Uldan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by 5th Legion. By the 5th Legion? Nor can we expect... I like their armor a lot here. That's really cool armor. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Leva. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was Zot worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must we must content ourselves with the knowledge we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I'm troubled by the adventurer's unexpected death. Show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that's a consideration for another time. You've been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, I'll spare him the trouble of punishing you. Are those guns on her blades? With allies like that, beware a woman in love, I shall need to be on my best behavior. Oh, do I have a... Okie dokie. Thancred? Ah, there you are. Come, rest a while, will you? You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing that, their god's enormous defeat, Amalja will have less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can arrive too late to be of any use to you, or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. That was the deed of no ordinary individual. Not that I've ever thought of you were ordinary. On the contrary, I've long suspected you to have the potential to shape the fate of the realm. Flame Guard? Here? Anyway. It would shape the fate of the realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilo will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax. And return to the Walking Sands when you're good and ready. Discuss the matters in more detail then. It shouldn't take too long, will you? Rome's problems won't solve themselves. Well, guess what? What if I am ready? It really annoys me that there isn't a warp here. That seems really, like, annoying. I sure do spend a lot of money on teleporting. Well, not a lot, but... Oh, I like your outfit. This way. Let's go. I really should find some people to play this game with. I feel like, as much as I'm enjoying myself with this game, I would enjoy myself a lot more with this game if I was like playing it with people. Because like, it's like traveling area, just like traveling in between quests. It isn't super entertaining. But you know, I keep coming back to this game. So, it's hooked me, I guess. No, do not go to Limsa. That's gonna cost a lot to make up for that mistake of clicking much. Oh, hello. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news report upon his arrival. He's presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilla. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilla is most eager to join you. Cutscene? Are they gonna voice it? My late arrival nearly cost Artemis her life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took her prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly, just as I'm failing you all. Don't beat yourself up too much about it. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill-blame yourself for every... Hello. It's good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilla with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You've done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great. Yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. And now we can put paid to our long investigation. As you suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Uldra. Similar events have been rife in both Limsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here. The stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life, and permeates the very air we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of aether, crystals. It's for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal, which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals will cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards the primal's essence, which is irresistibly drawn. It it is coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primans are seldom satisfied with such reverence as the adherents freely give. In order to gain more power, they do not scupple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. You know not why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When you first came to us, I told you the Echo would be an instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. Whereas the recent incidents all share a common trait, meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flame assured me they will deal with the aftermath, so need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn of the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Minfila neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best if you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempted abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His existence lends strength to the primal, for he cannot choose but worship. So we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need to be sacrificed. I hope you will continue to stand with us, Artemis. But I should be going. I offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses that his people suffered. Until next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louisoix would never allow this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Strength +2, Vitality +2, Determination +1, Skill Speed +1. Strength +2, Vitality +1, Mind +2, Dexterity +2, Intelligence +2. Okay. Okay. With that, I'm going to take a quick break to grab some water. Yeah. I'll be back in a moment. That's the wrong screen. Here we go. Ah, I'm back. I'm back. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? Hi, Trump. I just went to go get some water because this is a game that requires me to do a lot of breathing. So it hurts my throat. How fun. I'm glad I'm not, like, straining my voice too much with, like, doing different voices. I don't know where my water bottle is, so I grabbed a coffee mug that my parents use, so it doesn't taste like coffee, but it smells like coffee. So that's weird. Yes, I have a new outfit here. Here, let me move it about a little bit. So I can't take off the blush on this model like I can with the other models. Just because I haven't brought it into Unity yet. I'll have that fixed eventually. Yeah. So it's more of a steampunk way version. So I like the fiery red for steampunk hair. I was in the mood to make a new outfit, so I spent like all of today and yesterday doing that. Or all of my free time today and yesterday doing that. Because today I went to the Ren Fair and I bought a dagger. That's my other cool thing I did today. Did I not grab the next? I didn't grab the. Oops. We're exclusively doing main side quest. Yeah, I posted it on the our main story quest. I posted it on the Discord. It is cool. It is unsharpened, so I could run my hand across the blade and it doesn't do anything. But it's really cool. Apparently it's a Robin Hood reference. I don't know. I haven't watched anything other than Men in Tights, so I wouldn't know. Until not very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Erza. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to your Stola that the Scions would benefit from your aid. No sooner you joined us, you personally bested me, You achieved a great deal in a short time and won fame in so in doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, you'll soon discover. Look at her dagger. That's cool. We have guests, or rather you have guests. Beg pardons. From Limsa? Lady Minfala, radiant as always. Oh no, these are flame officers. And Serpent? I'm given to understand the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. Storm Officer. Are these one from the... I see, yeah. So one from each city. So this one is Limsa. I see, okay. I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the great companions of Erza, companies of Erza. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To end this, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not have ordinarily gone to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Artemis's deeds spread so quickly, that the immortal flames should know of her triumphs is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Your reputation precedes you. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adar is need of a valiant woman such as you. Join the strength of ours, friend, and together we'll ensure the peace of ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future in Ulda. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you had the look of a hero. Full often does not speak of you, friend. As do many others in Limsa, long before the rest of Orza took note. Your name was well known to us, and owing your valor and deeds to the behalf of our citizens, it's only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to shores of glory. I don't really want any of them. William and follow. Very well. I'm quite sure you need no reminding, but may have a brief summary of the situation to help clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the grand companies are all-encompassing organizations, empowered to call upon martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in terms of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Orza: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of Twin Adar of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ulda. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You'll be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you'll be furnished with various rewards, some of which may prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which great companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent, so should you shift your allegiance to a later date, you are entitled to do so. Yet I concede it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I'm to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You're as wise as you are. Why are you flirting with her? Very well. Let our Monsieur our leader speak, then return here for her decision. We eagerly await your answer. Where are you going? Why are you going that way? Yeah. Where are you going? Are you just gonna wait here? I know full well adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is. It won't attract attention. Not all of it is friendly. There are those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one woman. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one woman a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know we will need have it of it. I expect you'll be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It'll allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Yours is changing, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what tomorrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we can't achieve. Now it is time for you Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, make sure to speak to Tataru. She will appease you as to where the remembrance services will take place. Ooh. This game is hard, and that's exclusively because I can't read. Okay. We're just speedrunning story today. I don't feel like doing any side quests today, just because I'd rather do side quests on my own time. Do side quests on my own time, do main story quest on stream, and just grind out as much story quests as I can on stream. So, Tataru, sorry about all the attention you're getting. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly, and often to a few too many people. Anyway, I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally, if necessary. I expect you to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes well, Gridinia's Grand Company, the Order of Twin Adar, will hold the first of the 3 services. Elder Seer Kenny Senna will deliver her address at the Keto's Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to organizational challenges involved in assembling all the involved parties, it is possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about this, so make Virginia your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ulda, where the Flame General Rabun Aldin will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, it's rumored that there will be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you may make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Laminsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlwib Blofiswin will be giving her address. The room will be accessible by the... Off you go. Farewell. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, I want to go to Ulda first. I don't actually care what the order of it is supposed to be. I will just do them in the convenient order for me. This is probably the best way. Ooh. That's a fun outfit. Ethernet. Okie dokie.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Oh, thank you. I do not want to voice act right now.
Brauban!
Air
Where
quotes voice
since
act.
antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
Oh, hello. Who are you?
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous?
I don't like you.
I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Rauban? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and
What was
fortune,
that voice?
stride fearless into the inferno, for we are by fire reborn! Forsooth!
The time is now!
I believe...
If you'll permit me, Alfie no.
Alfie not?
And my sister, Alize, at your service.
Alize.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
The Oldens have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, a beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you've encountered them. The Oldens do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious posterity, they will seek to crush it. So they've dealt with Iftis thus far, smoldering his flames each time he's stroked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ulda has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Oh, even the Sultanate's. Which brings me to back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Eldens send their forces to smite the primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is brought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. No wonder then that the immortal flames are eager to recruit more. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your expertise would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. I've just decided against that because I don't like the city's vibe. Okay, time to go to Limsa Laminza. In the lower decks? Oh, it's right here. Here to attend the remembrance service? Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment.
The Galleons are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
No.
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Cutscene time.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say.
Hello again.
The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Gallian Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano.
I like Limsa
That
Lominsa
day,
a lot more.
the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa.
Maybe that's because I've been here the whole time. Excuse me?
I swear to
What are you saying
no
in chat?
army ever fought harder or
Excuse
with more
me?
courage. Yet
Am I going
many
to
of
have to
ours did not
remove your mod
survive.
status for that?
Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south,
Kobolds?
despoiling our lands as they go.
What do kobolds look like in this
These
game?
savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Gallian Empire.
Hey,
Even now, the curs fly their
after
flags
this
within our
cutscene, I
borders.
actually
Doubt not,
just had
but
it
that they
right.
will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those
No,
among
no,
us who
no,
would rather
no,
turn
no,
their swords
no,
against
no,
their crewmates
no,
than
no,
our
no.
hands against our foes.
No. How dare
How
the
can we
game?
hope to
Why would the
repel
game
our
do this to
many
me?
enemies
How
when
dare
mutiny
it?
breeds
Ugh.
below deck?
I'm gonna...
There is but one course left to us.
Oh.
One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both.
It just
And
described
steer the ship
imposters.
Safe to port. We must mend the
I've
rift
been
the calamity
traumatized.
has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest.
Oh.
Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral.
Fancy meeting you again.
Hello. Yes, okay. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. Second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garlands have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Liminzen's backyard. That is to say, not of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there's no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, Garlands whet their blades and watch. The Liminzens are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched in a deeper shade of crimson here. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crews, beyond question. Oh, you sail with the Admiral? Probably. So far, I like the Admiral a lot more than Ulda. I also have experienced with the Admiral. By the way, Shromp, you should probably play this game. Just saying, it's free. You just go to FinalFantasy14.com and you get. Or that might not be the actual web address, but still, whatever. And you can play this game, and it's free, and you can play the video game together. And if I like video gaming. Okay, take me to Gridania. I mean, granted, I've been playing for like 2 months and have not gotten very far into the first campaign. So it's a huge game. It's a really big game. Yeah, it's free. Well, kind of. The first 2 campaigns are free. Which, you know, that's like 2 full games that are free. But there are like 6 campaigns. And the latter 6 and the latter 4 something aren't free. But, you know, I haven't gotten to the point where I've even gotten like halfway through the first campaign, so I don't think it's super important yet. Aha. Blue quest. You're poking around looking for work. You must be an adventurer too, am I right? You won't find much here, I'm afraid. It seems the only thing people talk about these days is massive business down in Samar. Surely you've heard the stories of a strange portal suddenly appearing in ruins down there. Hey, don't you give me that look. I'm only telling you what I overheard from the whalers. They say on the other end it's some sort of labyrinth. The thing is, every time they go down the map to check the place out, nothing's the same. Mystery if I've ever heard one. Frankly, I'm more than happy to let it stay a mystery. Such strange appearances, booby-trapped corridors. Going down there is nothing short of suicide. Still, the prospect of treasure is an awful tempting. Don't take my word for it, though. Head down to the SMR and you can straight from the Chocobo's mouth. Okay, cool. Yes, play video game with me. Like, however, it takes like hours of gameplay before you can even like get the like dungeons, which are the main thing you would do with other people. So like, oh, I'm going the wrong direction. So like, it'd be a while before we could even play together. Also, just a lot of people play this game. I'm sure if we look around the VTuber servers, where you'll find a couple people who are willing to just like play with us. even if like it's way lower level.
I lost my son to the calamity.
Huh, sad.
Seeds are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
Hello. Well, I like you more than Limbs
Our
Elemenza.
forebears were once strangers in the Twelves Wood.
Oh, let me turn on auto advance.
Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some
Gridania,
5
not
centuries
Gridania.
ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron,
Hello again.
Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelves Wood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our
They
defenses
use those
nigh
two
without
words way too
cease,
much in
and
this
prey
game.
upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads
XIV.
I
without
don't know what
fear.
upon us sort of sounds like.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
That's the first time you've spoken.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you, join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard.
I think I'm picking Limsa Lominsa.
And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
For
forest.
the elementals!
These cutscenes are cool.
Fancy meeting you again.
Yeah, third time's the charm, huh? The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent. And they have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they've grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Rama. Gridanians have no love of war, and what they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one that wonders how long before it will be broken. Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. People are hopeful in restoring the wood, thereby the power of the elementals. But will this put an end to their woes? How long will it take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians are like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How vulnerable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them? I like these two's outfit. Cool. Our Mrs. Minfilla, you are well, I hope? Would I be correct in thinking the final remembered service is now concluded? A moment ago. What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Walking Sands, it would not keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. I like your outfit a lot. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're gonna play the game, you do have to be, you do have to make your character in like the Goblin server, if you can figure out where that is, because if you do not, we will not be able to play together. That's how characters work. They have to be in the right. Oh, I should have. Yeah. I forget how the map works. I'm just gonna guess that's this one. 500 gold. I think I guessed wrong. I guessed very wrong. This is not where I wanted to be. There we go. I like that the footsteps change depending on the material you're walking on. Such a small little detail that they pay attention to. Such a big game. I was complimenting this earlier. This set piece is just so cool. Look at this area. All this lore that's just like here. Like, what is this? Why are there people on it? Maybe I'd learn about this area in one of the, like, job quests. Are you two fighting? Just have assassins after you at that level? Enter the Solar. Okay, let's make a decision, and I think my decision is going to be Limsa. Welcome back, where the Grand Company's leader's words as illuminating as I hoped. Each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there be more of you? But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you just rest? Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decisions? Might as give people your answer. Bye. I'll see you in a moment. How long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies.
I like
the
you.
Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I need to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
I want Storm. How was the Admiral's speech? But you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You've resolved to join the Maelstrom and not. Yes. That's the spirit with allies like you. How much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made, it's time to add your name to our rules. Make your way to Maelstrom Command back in Limbs. This is on the upper decks, in case you've forgotten. I'll send word to our personnel officer to expect you. The duties of a Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging. I promise you, will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearings sure. Okay. That isn't copyrighted, is it? I hope not. Oh, I need to go to the upper decks, right. That works. Hello, adventurer. What business do you have at the Maelstrom Command? Aye, our recruitment officer sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be aware of several... Sir! What is it, private, and this better be important? Sir, we've received a report from a lookout in Lower Lonaska. Sir, Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind airship. The vessel is in bad way, sir. It appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Damn it, I have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fish banks. This is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in the service of the Maelstrom needs to be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lonaska is correct, the airship will come down in territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garlands do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if there are any of the occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. Well, that's certainly... Oh, I have nothing right there? Okay. Can you just put me at Lower Lonaska? Thanks. Great. Cool. That's probably longer travel than going from Middle Lonaska. Oh well. I had another quest I could do here, right? Oh yeah, I have a love quest I could do. I kill it in one hit. Jump. Jump. This is the part of the game that, when playing on my own time, this is fine, but playing on stream, it's just kind of annoying. The like traveling in between places. Here we go. Adventurer, what are you doing out here? Let's find some cover first. Yes, a tree. Maelstrom Command sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Be at ease, sir. We're of the Maelstrom. You're a Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. Must be Rahil. Good work on reaching out to our friend here before the Imperials. Does that helmet have spikes on it for ears? I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. There's no end to this man's technology. The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands, not to be squandered on innocent savages. Taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must. And bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Hello. Welcome back. Scouting party from the Kashrama Occidents, I'd say. Seems they want your ship. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell is hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? First airship built since the Calamity. First since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was ready for her first test flight. She was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Alright, pay attention. We're gonna hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorza, they get a knife in the gut. They're not getting that ship. Don't forget to save the Lalafell. What say you? Give those curs a hiding? What's that? I feel like I shouldn't say that. Anyway. Like a tidal wave, lads. Charge. An ambush. To arms. Where's it going? Got it. Wait, she shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. What's the big robot guy called? I don't remember. It was like a... Look back in the VOD like 2 minutes. It was like a Magitech thing. Too damn close. How's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss. I think we could wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. It's too low res. Oh. Really? Oh. I see what you mean. Oh, I should fix that. Yeah, I'll fix that in a moment once we're out of this cutscene. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. You're free to return to the Maelstrom Command and complete your introduction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we all feel better knowing eventually of your ability to safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. I wanted to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously, though, if I hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads there, we'd all be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. That's too much. There we go. Is that better? I feel like that takes up a lot of space, but it makes things a bit more readable. I feel like I could... Can I downsize it? Can I make it smaller? Okay, there we go. That's better for me. I don't think it's as important for you to be able to see that. Magitech Vanguard. Yeah, that sounds about right. Layout still. Duty list. It's also, like, big. Now. There we go. That should be good, I think. So now if we do this, you can read the name up here. That looks like it's much more readable. I think the main thing that needs to be readable is the... be this here. And then the text. There we go. That should be good. It's a little bit big, but yeah. I kind of want these to be smaller then. Because you don't need to see these. These are for me. Yeah, Magitech Vanguard sounds about right. Oh, that's a lot of names. I should fix that. I don't... There's a way to fix that, if I remember correctly. Jesus. It scared for me for a second. Because I looked at this. Thankfully, it doesn't say my name on it. Jeez. I've had games like dox me with that before. Where's the turn off other people's names? Setting. Is it in social? Character configuration. Display name. Okay. Others. When targeted. Alright, so always. Initials. Hide. It's still a bit. I think that's still too much. When targeted. Full name. Show. Oh. Still shows up pets. Okay. Fine. Okay, there we go. That makes things a lot better. Okay. Welcome back. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without any further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first. But it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of after you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction. Woo, 3 cans of red paint, let's go. Oh, I have a new quest I can do. For being a marauder. Let's start afresh, shall we? You are welcome here. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what you will be joining. The Grand Company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It's an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against the nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by primals and the Garlean Empire, solving the many problems caused by calamity. Every man and woman who serves us under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is the Liminza afloat. On whatever heading Chief Admiral Merlwib Blofiswin sees fit to set. As part of the great vessel's crew, you'll be expected to take your turn at the oars. Winds do not look favorable, lass, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with talk of ship and oar, let me put it another way. If a Maelstrom soldier labors till her last breath, fights till her last drop of blood, we give our all in service to this nation. It is no less expected of you. It is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their choosing upon entering Maelstrom's ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? The text is readable now, right? Okay, good. That's readable enough. Ah, yes, the many and varied skills of the adventurer. I've no doubt that your travels have furnished you with such knowledge as will prove invaluable to our cause. I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve Liminza well till sea swallows all. Yellow. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations. I have no doubt you will be eager to make acquaintances of your new comrades, but I would ask you to pay a visit to your old ones first. Though you're now a woman of the storm, you're no less a scion. Pray return to the walking sands at your earliest convenience. Some friends whom I would very much like you to meet shall be waiting. No rest for the wicked, eh? Before you make yourself scarce, I recommend having a word with Commander Ricky. Might be worth your while. You may now accept the quest My Little Chocobo, Maelstrom, by speaking with. A quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for A Realm Reborn. You are now a member of Grand Company and have been assigned the rank Private Third Class. Your Grand Company and rank can be confirmed with character interface. Grand Companies pay their members not in Jill, but in company seals. You can confirm how many seals are currently in possession in the memory. Currency. Main menu. Seals can be used, can be earned by completing various Grand Company missions. Grand Company Quartermaster is stationed at each Grand Company headquarters and will exchange items for company seals. Company seals are only redeemable with the company that issued them. Okay. Like crafting or gathering the items. Okay, cool. Items sought change every day and can be confirmed by selecting stuff. Okay. Cool. So with that, I think I am going to leave off. I might go grab and do some of these quests off stream. And so yeah. But I am dedicated to doing main story quest stuff only really on stream. Anything else is free game for me though. So yeah. I'm going to exit game now. Yeah. So let me find a place. Let me figure out where I can, who I can,
Now said to Grubhub, use the QR code.
Wow, there's no one else streaming. I don't know. Is it weird of me to like raid someone who has like over 500 viewers? Because there's someone else playing Final Fantasy 14 that I follow right now, and they have like 540 viewers. I don't know. It kind of feels weird to raid someone that big. So I think I'm just gonna end stream. Yeah, I hope either I've had or having will have a great day. Go follow me on all my things. I've started being a lot more active on Twitter recently. So follow me on my Twitter at not_Mafia_. Follow me on here. Subscribe on here with Twitch Prime. What else do I have? What are my other things I need to promote? Join my Discord. So yeah, join the Discord, and oh yeah, I'm gonna be updating. I'm probably gonna be uploading a bunch of VODs right after this stream ends. So if you want to go back and watch things, not_Mafia_VODs on YouTube, I think, or you can find it through like a web of links around. I think if you scroll down, there's like if you click on the thing that says Not Mafia, then it'll take you to a thing that has a bunch of links there, and one of them is my YouTube channel, my VODs channel. So yeah, good.